questions or comments so far from you, Tom?
So I again, I'm very interested in it because, I was solicited many, literally hundreds of times in the past 10, 15 years. And in the early days, I did it. And then, like I said, I was the only one promoting, and everybody else was just saying, okay, I'll get on their list, but they won't get any of my list. So, was there any specific steps you did to vet people and make sure they actually did the promotion they promised? I mean, I even had some big name people that I know you've heard their name. They agreed to send stuff out, and then they sent it to some tiny little fraction of their list so they could say, well, I sent it out, but it was really disingenuous. So anything in particular you did to make sure everybody was playing the game?
Yeah, so there's a couple levels to that. One is just the who, and you mentioned you have some big name people. Sometimes the big name people, they can be great as a name draw, like, oh, I have this big speaker on it, and things like that. And also sometimes they just they're preoccupied, or for whatever reason they're not as committed to doing it. And I found that a lot of the people that I recruited, these are people I've been working with for years. And so there's a bit of probably reciprocity there where I've shared their stuff. They've shared my stuff. We've worked together. This isn't really for many of the speakers, not our first rodeo. I mean, you and I, we've
Same with
done
us
podcast interview and webinars,
and
stuff like that.
webinars and stuff over at least two and a half years, or maybe three. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like a lot of that probably helped. And these are people who they kind of come into it with that pre-existing relationship. And then another thing, if you are going to host a summit, a real simple tip that I'd give, and Ray would say the same thing, is if you look for people who are already speaking on other people's summits or events. And especially this also helps because I'm, as a participant in summit, I see the leaderboard when I'm promoting summits. So I already know who are other people speaking on summits, in my case, specifically in authorship. And these are some of the top leaders, the top promoters.
They promoted it. Yeah. So that's a great idea. Yeah. So
yes.
see
So
other summits, and then tell everybody what a leaderboard is.
A leaderboard. So if you're promoting a summit, it's usually for the speakers, although sometimes you can promote a summit as an affiliate, even if you didn't participate in it. Let's say you go speak on a summit, then the way I'm putting yourself in the shoes as if you were a summit speaker. So you kind of get that perspective for anyone listening. Like if you were to speak on a summit, the way that typically works, they go, okay, you can speak at this event. What we ask is that you promote it usually at least once, if not twice, to your email list, and you'll get a special link and you'll get affiliate commissions if people buy the recordings. It's usually a free ticket and then optional upgrade type of thing. And so they want you as a speaker to promote the event. Well, this is great if everyone participates, because now you're promoting it and all the other speakers are promoting it. And if the other speakers are promoting it and now they listen into all those audience members listening to your interview, that's new people who will discover you as the speaker. It's just creating this ultimate win-win-win situation where you win as the speaker, the host wins by, bringing together all these people and growing their audience, and then the audience wins because they discover all these people. So if you are a speaker or promoting a summit, you'll see how are you doing in your promotion relative to the other speakers. Are you selling more tickets? Are you getting more opt-ins and stuff? And so what happens is, because I've been a speaker on a number of different summits, especially in my space, the whole authorship world, the book writing, book publishing, book marketing type of things, then from years of experience speaking on these events, I know who some of the other speakers are. I know who tends to be the people who on that leaderboard tend to do well. And so now when I'm doing my own summit, I not only knew names to reach out, but I knew people who, if you reach out to people who spoke on other summits, they already know how summits work. You know that that's something that they're comfortable with. And if you're ever going to host a summit, a real simple outreach strategy is to listen to some other summits and be like, hey, I heard you speak on such and such topic. That summit, I really loved it. I'm going to be doing an event of my own. It'd be an honor to have you talk on maybe that topic or whatever. And I can tell you, when people have reached out to me to speak on summits, it's kind of a no-brainer. If they told me that they listened to one of my summit presentations, they loved what I was talking about, they'd love for me to come and speak on something similar. I go, okay, I know they've already done their research, and I already know that topic because it's the same topic.
It's relatively easy to do, especially if it's not live and you don't have to be there at a certain time and day. If you're pre-recording that, did every